maybe we'll go ahead and then Kim, if you can let people in as they come into the waiting room, that would be great. So good morning, bonjour, Annie. My name is Taryn Basson. I'm the Marketing and Communications Coordinator here at the Northern Ontario Angels. So we will begin this workshop by acknowledging that we're meeting virtually on Indigenous lands that has been inhabited by Indigenous peoples. We acknowledge all of the treaties and traditional territories on which all of you are in attendance today. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. Happy Small Business Week, everyone. So the Investor Ready program, it's an entrepreneurial training program designed to equip participants with skills, knowledge, and tools required to create compelling business propositions and attract potential investors. This program is a joint effort between Link North and the Northern Ontario Angels, bringing together industry expertise to help entrepreneurs navigate the complexities of launching and scaling a successful business venture. And this workshop today is also co-hosted alongside the Business Enterprise Center. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce our Executive Director, Ian Lane.
Good morning. Thanks, Taryn, and thanks for kicking us off. So as Taryn said, Executive Director Ian Lane with the Northern Ontario Angels. Really happy to be kicking off this value proposition session. And a little bit about us. We are a angel network based in Northern Ontario. I'm in Sudbury, Taryn's in Timmins. I think our colleague Kim is here. It's also in Sudbury, but we're also present in other chapter communities across the region, including Thunder Bay, Sault Ste. Marie, North Bay, Parry Sound, Muskoka, Kenora, and also working with 4 Indigenous entrepreneurs in far north. And so we're really happy to be in partnership with Link North and the great team there to help entrepreneurs and founders become investor ready. I'll hand it over to back to Taryn, but thanks for being here today.
Thanks, Ian. Now introducing Ross McDonald, a Business Development Specialist at Link North.
Thanks, Taryn. Welcome everyone to our first workshop series for the value proposition. For those of you, this is the third one. We had 2 previous weeks on the business model canvas. This one's going to delve a little bit deeper into the marketing side. So a little about Link North. We provide business advisory services, funding, and deliver programming like Investor Ready to support entrepreneur and business clients with launching, scaling, and growing their business operations. When we first meet with our clients, our goal is to gain understanding of your business, your technology, your product that you want to develop, what your needs are, and then we work with clients to create a roadmap that aligns with their vision to help them achieve their goals. I do want to mention that as participants in our Investor Ready program, you can access our free business advisory services to help you with developing your business model canvas, your value proposition, other things as you go through our program. Provide our contact information in the chat box, and a little bit about Link North and how to become a client. And I'll turn things back over to Taryn.
Thanks, Ross. And now introducing Mike Scott from the Business Enterprise Center.
Great, thanks, Taryn. On behalf of the Business Enterprise Center's team, I'd like to wish you all a happy Small Business Week, and thank you all for joining us today. And thank you to Link North and the Northern Ontario Angels for the opportunity to partner on this installment of the Investor Ready program. I just want to take a moment to share a little bit about who we are and what we do. The Business Enterprise Center assists entrepreneurs and small businesses throughout our region with bilingual consultation services, business development resources, support with funding and financing applications, as well as entrepreneurship programs like Starter Company Plus, Summer Company, and Win the Space. Our services are always free to access, and we can support your business at any stage. So to book a free consultation, you can contact a member of our team or visit our website at northeastbec.com, and I'll be sure to drop our contact info in the chat box for you. So I hope you all enjoy and find value in this session today. Thanks again for attending.
Thanks, Mike. So just a little bit of webinar disclaimer and etiquette before we begin. So if you haven't already done so, if you could please mute your audio channels to avoid interference, that would be great. This presentation is being recorded and will be available after the call. This workshop is participatory in nature. So if you guys do want to leave on your camera, if you do want to ask questions, please do so. Feel free to unmute yourselves and interrupt me. My colleague will be monitoring the chat as well. So if you want to ask questions in there, please feel free to. And then we'll go ahead and begin. Okay, so about myself, as Ian mentioned, I'm located here in Timmins. I'm the marketing communications coordinator here at Northern Ontario Angels. So I've been with them from September of last year. So my focus is omni-channel digital marketing and program development. I have a pretty strong track record in brand development, event coordination, and graphic design as well. And I've kind of worked all over the place for various institutions, formerly working at Link North with Ross over there. So I'm also an entrepreneur myself. I run and own my own creative design agency that we offer graphic design and marketing services as well. Okay, so the agenda. Today we will explore the critical components of the business model canvas, focusing on value proposition and customer discovery. So we're going to learn how these concepts can help your business thrive in a competitive market. And we're going to begin with kind of an overview of what we're going to be covering today. So we're going to explain obviously what the business model canvas is and why it's essential for businesses. Then we'll do a little deep dive into understanding the value proposition. We're going to explore the customer discovery process and discuss how to create a customer-centric business model using key resources. And then we're going to provide some real-world examples to kind of help illustrate these concepts. And we'll open the floor for questions and answers as well. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, the purpose of this presentation is to develop a thorough understanding of the value proposition. So we're going to be going through how to create, deliver, and capture value, how to refine your entrepreneurial opportunities, pivot to adopt or expand existing businesses, and identify potential innovative opportunities. So I kind of wanted to ask an open-ended question. How many of you have been having trouble marketing your businesses? And if so, what exactly are your pain points? So what's stopping you from helping position your business for success? If you want to write them down in the chat, I'll do my best to kind of address them throughout the presentation, or we'll just go through them at the end. And if we do have time at the end, it'd be great to kind of put everybody in some breakout rooms so I can pair you guys off together and you can work on your value proposition and do a little bit of networking as well. The business model canvas. So the business model canvas is a strategic tool that can be utilized by entrepreneurs, business owners, management, innovators, etc., to quickly and easily define and communicate a business idea, concept, model, as well as products and services. It's a one-pager that acts as a canvas for high-level information. And you guys should have received an email already with a template and a blank canvas as well, so you can follow along if you'd like. It's structured to cover certain fundamental elements with question-based prompts designed to guide the user's thoughts. And these elements are based off of desirability, feasibility, and viability, or in other words, can we deliver it? Do customers want it? And what is it worth? So this is just what it looks like. As I said earlier, it's a strategic management tool, a visual framework for describing, designing, and analyzing a business model. It consists of 9 key building blocks, including the value proposition and customer segments. So today we're going to be looking at the lighter green segments, and we're going to be kind of going through the prompts that they have there as well. So we're going to be looking at the value proposition, the customer relationships, customer segments, and the channels. The value proposition defined. So the value proposition is a unique bundle of products and services that create value for a specific customer segment. The value proposition answers what problem are you solving, what needs are you satisfying, and why should customers choose you over your competitors and our challenge. So today, by the end of this presentation, I want you guys to be able to answer this in one sentence. How would you describe your service or brand using your unique value proposition? So maybe it would be a good idea if you wanted to take out a piece of paper or pencil and kind of jot this one down, or just, write it on your laptop or even just think about it. And I also want you to kind of think about if you're finding this question difficult to answer, what exactly is holding you back? So our value proposition for the Northern Ontario Angels, it would be something like this. So Northern Ontario Angels is a not-for-profit that acts as a catalyst for economic growth by connecting its network of investors with entrepreneurs seeking capital and expertise to foster innovation and business development in Northern Ontario. So when you're determining your value proposition, when you're answering that question, you want to consider cost, convenience, accessibility, performance, and brand. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that. So the value proposition of a business is its promise to its customers. But what's the crucial link between this promise and your customer pain points? So the value proposition is essentially, it equates to the solution to your customer's pain points. It directly addresses and alleviates those pain points, problems, or challenges that your customers are experiencing. So it's essentially the bridge that connects the customer's pain points to the solutions of the business offerings. And it's the alignment between what the customer needs and what the business provides that makes a compelling value proposition. So in essence, it should answer, why should customers choose your solution over others to address their pain points? And by addressing these pain points directly, the value proposition captures customers' attention and communicates a clear and attractive promise. So Amazon, let's consider a real world example of a value proposition that everybody's familiar with. So we'll take a look at Amazon. Their value proposition, it's a one-stop shop for convenience and selection. And here are their 5 main addressed pain points. The first one is convenience. So many customers face the pain point of time-consuming in-store shopping, especially for everyday items. Amazon's value proposition addresses this by offering a convenient online marketplace where customers can shop from the comfort of their homes, saving time and effort. They also offer a wide selection. Customers often struggle to find a comprehensive selection of products in physical stores, unless you're at Costco or Walmart or something like that. So Amazon addresses this pain point by providing an extensive range of items from electronics to groceries, which satisfies a diverse customer need all in one place. They have fast and reliable shipping. The uncertainty and delays associated with shipping, they can be frustrating. Amazon's value proposition tackles this pain point by offering options like Amazon Prime, which ensure fast and reliable delivery. And they also offer customer reviews and recommendations. So customers often grapple with the uncertainty of product quality when shopping online. Amazon's value proposition helps by offering customer reviews and personalized product recommendations, helping customers make informed decisions and mitigates any uncertainty throughout their customer journey. In cost savings. So high prices can also be a significant pain point for shoppers. And Amazon addresses this by providing competitive pricing and frequent discounts, which in turn helps customers save money. So I think it was last week on October 10th and 11th, they had their Prime Days where they had all these sales going on. By putting on events like that, that's how they address kind of the whole cost savings aspect of it. But by effectively addressing these pain points, Amazon has become preferred choice for a vast customer base, which is why it has such remarkable success in the e-commerce industry, and especially during the pandemic. Tim Hortons. So Tim Hortons, it's a coffee-based, Canadian-based coffee chain company, if you haven't heard of them before. Their value proposition is that they're Canada's favorite coffee and comfort food destination. They offer a quick and convenient service. So many customers, they crave a quick and efficient way to start their day. And Tim Hortons addresses this by providing fast service, drive-through options, convenient locations, which save customers time and effort. And they have affordable options. Cost considerations can be a pain point for consumers, especially when it comes to daily purchases like coffee and breakfast. Tim Hortons offers affordable menu items and value combos, making it a more economical choice. Consistency and familiarity. People often seek comfort in familiar tastes and experiences. Tim Hortons delivers this consistent experience, and they make customers feel at home no matter which location they visit. So there's that brand consistency there. Variety of choices. Diverse customer preferences and dietary needs can be a challenge. Tim Hortons provides a broad range of food and beverage options, from coffee and donuts to healthier choices, ensuring that there's something for everybody. In community connection. So customers value a sense of belonging and local support. Tim Hortons has built a brand that emphasizes community involvement, making customers feel like they're part of a larger, friendlier network. They do this in a variety of campaigns. They have their Smile campaigns. They also sponsor a lot of sports teams for kids. So their value proposition addresses multiple pain points that resonate with Canadians. They offer quick and affordable service, a comforting and consistent experience, diverse menu options, and a sense of community, all which contribute to its popularity as a beloved Canadian brand for coffee and comfort food. So now we're going to look at the customer relationships portion of the business model canvas. So customer relationships is a fundamental component of the business model canvas that focuses on the strategies and approaches businesses use to build, maintain, and enhance relationships with their customers. So effective customer relationships are essential for attracting, retaining, and satisfying customers. So there's about 6 different types of customer relationships. And we're gonna kind of go through each one and provide an example of each. So there's personal assistance, dedicated personal assistance, self-service, automated service, communities, and co-creation. So the first one we're going to be looking at is personal assistance. And we're going to be using the example of Apple. So in this type of relationship, businesses provide one-on-one assistance and guidance to customers. It often involves direct human interaction and is common in industries like luxury retail or financial advisory services. So Apple provides this in a number of ways. They have personal shopping appointments at its retail stores, and customers can schedule a session with an Apple specialist who provides personalized guidance, technical support, and product recommendations. They also have dedicated Apple support advisors who are available for customers who prefer that personalized assistance. They offer one-on-one support, troubleshooting, and guidance over the phone or in online chat. And then they have their in-store geniuses, which everybody I'm sure is familiar with. And they're highly trained personnel who offer expert assistance in their stores. They help customers set up devices, troubleshoot issues, and provide personalized recommendations based off of their needs and preferences. The next relationship type that we're going to be looking at is dedicated personal assistance. And the example we have here is Amex. So similar to personal assistance, but with dedicated personnel assigned to specific customer accounts, this approach is often seen in business to business sector. So you'll often see this with banks, and you'll see this with marketing agencies as well. So American Express, they offer this dedicated account managers service for its corporate and business card holders. Each business customer is assigned with a dedicated account manager who provides personalized support, helping them with account management, financial planning, and addressing specific business needs. And it just kind of creates that trust with your client and your consumer that you're being taken care of. And it's that kind of a service that personal assistance that retains your customers as well. So they have tailored business solutions. They provide customized financial and expense management solutions for business clients. Dedicated account managers work closely with businesses to identify their unique needs, offer tailored solutions, travel benefits, and expense management tools. And like many businesses, they offer 24/7 customer support. So in addition to their dedicated account managers, American Express offers the support for their card holders, which means businesses can reach out to their dedicated account manager or contact customer support at any time, ensuring that their needs are addressed promptly and efficiently. The next type of relationship we'll look at is self-service. So here, customers manage their interactions independently without significant assistance from businesses. It's common in e-commerce where customers can make online purchases with minimal human involvement. So the example I chose for this one was Starbucks. So they offer this mobile ordering and payment solution on their app, which allows customers to place orders, customize their drinks, and make payments on their own. And then customers can subsequently go and pick up their orders without the need for traditional in-store interaction. So they have these in-store pickup stations that allow for that. And then they have their rewards program and personalization. So their mobile app also includes a rewards program and a feature that allows customers to manage their accounts, track their rewards, and receive customized recommendations based off their past purchases and preferences. So this empowers customers to personalize their experience with Starbucks and establish that kind of that relationship with them. The next relationship we'll look at is automated service. And we're going to be looking at MailChimp, which is an automated email marketing platform. So automated service involves using technology and automated systems to provide customer support or services. So examples include chatbots, automated email responses, or interactive FAQs. So the first feature that we're going to look at from MailChimp is their automated email marketing campaigns, which enables businesses to set up automated email campaigns that trigger based off of user behavior. For example, when a user signs up for a newsletter, they might receive an automated welcome email. And if a customer abandons their cart in an e-commerce store, an automated cart abandonment email can be sent to encourage them to complete their purchase. And I'm sure a number of you have seen this before. I was just online last week shopping, and I'd put something in my cart and I decided to not go through with the purchase, but I had received a subsequent email saying, hey, I think you forgot this in your cart. You abandoned your cart. And then when I didn't respond to that email, but it had noted that I'd opened it and read it, it sent me a follow-up email with a coupon code. So it has this automated trigger of like when you're opening up these emails, it notes it down and then it'll kind of like constantly target you. It also offers segmentation and personalization. So they use their email lists based off of, or they create their email lists based off of user data and preferences. Automated segmentation ensures that customers receive emails tailored to their interests and demographics, providing a more personalized experience. They also offer A/B testing and optimization. MailChimp's automation tools allow businesses to conduct A/B testing on email campaigns. So this is when the platform automatically sends off different versions of the same email to a different subset of the audience. And then based off of that and the results of that, they will choose the most effective version based off of open rates, click-through rates, and other metrics to help businesses optimize their email marketing efforts. And then it'll go ahead and send the one that had the best rates to the entire mailing list. The next one we're going to be looking at is communities. So communities, some businesses foster customer relationships by creating these communities where customers can interact with each other and provide mutual support. Online forums, social media groups, and user-generated content platforms exemplify this approach. So the example I chose for this one is Airbnb. So Airbnb offers a number of community supports. They have this thing called a host community where their hosts can connect through forums, participate in webinars, and access resources to improve their hosting skills and address common challenges amongst many of the hosts. So they've established this vibrant online community where they can share their experiences, advice, and tips with one another. They also offer a guest review and feedback feature. So they encourage a sense of community and trust among guests and hosts by allowing both parties to leave these reviews and feedbacks after each stay. And this is also kind of seen with other businesses like Uber as well, where they kind of base off of their guest reviews and their host reviews in that algorithm. They can pair you up with the most likely candidates there. So the shared feedback system helps build confidence and transparency within the Airbnb community. And then they have their online community center, where users can engage in discussions, seek assistance, and connect with other members of the community. So this virtual space serves as a hub for sharing experiences, asking questions, and providing support. The last one we're going to be taking a look at is co-creation. So Coca-Cola is a great example of this. In co-creation relationships, businesses collaborate with customers to create and improve products or services based off of their input and feedback. So they're crowdsourcing ideas or involving customers within their product development process. So Coca-Cola's Share Coke campaign. Coca-Cola launched this campaign, allowing customers to personalize their Coke bottles with their names. The company encouraged customers to share their personalized bottles on social media, effectively co-creating content and marketing material. And I know a bunch of companies actually do this. I know Nutella has done this before. They've had numerous pop-ups all over Toronto where they allow you to print your name on their bottles as well. And it's a great way to kind of generate that user-generated content by encouraging your customers to take a photo of it and post it on social media and just get some conversation going about it. They also did flavor creation with their Coca-Cola Freestyle campaign. It was a machine which let customers mix and match flavors to create their custom beverages, which involves customers in the co-creation of their unique drink combinations. It makes them feel involved. Crowdsourcing innovation with Coke's Future Challenge. So Coca-Cola launched their Future Challenge, which was an initiative that invited customers to share their ideas for improving the brand, sustainability, and community initiatives. So this initiative, it engaged customers to co-create innovative solutions for the company's future. So made them a part of the conversation, essentially. So now we're going to be looking at customer segments. So they're the groups of peoples or organizations that your business aims to serve. And in other words, it's identifying your target audience for your business. Understanding and defining your customer segments is a crucial step into developing a successful business model. So why is this important? Because it allows you to offer tailored solutions to your customers. So identifying and understanding customer segments allows you to develop products or services that are tailored to the specific needs and preferences of each group. It also enables you to give precise and effective marketing strategies. You can create marketing messages that resonate with each segment, increasing the chances of capturing your audience's attention and driving conversions. And recognizing your customer segments also helps allocate resources more efficiently. So you can focus your efforts on the most promising and profitable segments. And they also contribute to customer loyalty. So when customers feel understood and catered to, they're more likely to stay with your brand. As your business grows, understanding customer segments allows you to identify new opportunities and expand your market reach. So the point, for whom are you creating value for? What needs do you meet or what problems do you solve is a fundamental question that underpins the concept of customer segments and value proposition within the business model canvas. So identifying the target audience. This question challenges businesses to precisely define and understand their target customers or customer segments. So it's about recognizing the specific group of people or organizations that your products or services are intended to benefit. And by identifying this target audience, you can direct your efforts, resources, and strategies more effectively. and meeting needs. So understanding what needs that you meet relates to the core objective of your business. Addressing the requirements, the desires, the expectations of your customers. So to create value, you must have a profound kind of comprehension of these needs, which involves understanding both functional, which are practical requirements, and the emotional needs, which are the psychological aspects that drive decisions. So then there's the mass market. Does your business cater to the mass market, or does it cater to a niche market? So the mass market includes a broad and undifferentiated customer base. So businesses that target the mass market typically offer products or services that appeal to a wide range of customers. And examples of this would include household items or certain utility services. And then you have niche markets. So niche segments are smaller specialized groups with specific needs and preferences. Businesses targeting niche markets provide highly tailored products or services to meet the unique requirements of these customers. So examples could include vegan food products or high-end luxury goods. So customer segments, they can evolve over time due to changes in consumer behavior, market trends, or external factors. So it's essential to stay vigilant and adapt your business model and value proposition to accommodate these changes. So they're a pivotal component of the business model canvas, and they help guide how a business identifies, targets, and serves different groups of customers. So by recognizing the unique characteristics and needs of each segment, it'll enable your business to develop value propositions that lead to success. So there are a couple ways that you can target your profitable customers. Obviously, creating value is one of them. So businesses ensure that their value proposition aligns with the needs and the preferences of their profitable customer segments. This means tailoring your products and services and marketing messages to match what these customers value the most. In some cases, businesses may create exclusive or customized offerings for their most profitable customers. So this may involve like premium products, loyalty programs, or other personalized services. Customer profiling. Through data analysis, businesses can create detailed profiles of their most profitable customers. It identifies what sets these customers apart from others in terms of spending patterns and preferences. So data analytics, they play a crucial role in ensuring that market efforts are directed towards the right customers. Insights derived from data help refine marketing campaigns for maximum impact. And then there's precision marketing. So to reach profitable customers, businesses deploy highly targeted marketing strategies. This might involve online advertising, email campaigns, or social media aimed specifically at these segments. When addressing the question of potential early adopters in this pre-commercialization stage, you're primarily concerned with identifying the specific customer segments or individuals who are most likely to be the first to embrace and adopt your product or innovation. So early adopters, they play a pivotal role in the validation of your product or innovation. So their willingness to try and endorse your offering can help attract a broader customer base. They also offer invaluable feedback in real-world use cases that can help guide product refinement and market fit. And they can become advocates for your product, aiming in marketing and word-of-mouth promotion. So successfully engaging with early adopters can establish your product's credibility and demonstrate its value to a broader market. And to identify potential early adopters, it's essential to conduct market research and engage in customer discovery efforts. So look for individuals or businesses within your target market who exhibit the characteristics of early adopters and reach out to them. So the next segment we're going to be looking at is channels. So channels encompasses the pathways through which a business communicates, delivers value, and makes its products or services attainable to customers. So they're the distribution methods and marketing strategies that connect the businesses with its target audience. The channel component considers both physical and digital channels. So physical channels would include direct sales, retail stores, or distribution networks. And digital channels would encompass things like websites, social media, email marketing, and various online platforms. So these channels are essential for creating awareness, acquiring customers, delivering the value proposition, and providing post-sale support and service. How to use the channels component. So the first step would be to identify your customer touch points or your customer journey, as we call it in the marketing world. So begin by identifying all the points of the interaction that in engagement between your business and its customer segments. So this includes everything from the first point of contact to your post-purchase support. And then you want to go ahead and segment those. So consider the different customer segments you're targeting. Each segment may require different channels or messaging to effectively reach and engage with them. And that's okay that they have different characteristics, different needs, and that you have different segments. Select appropriate channels. Choose the channels that best align with your customer segments and business model. For example, if you're targeting a tech-savvy, online-oriented audience, digital marketing channels may be more effective. But if you live up here in Northern Ontario, where it's more community-based, Facebook might be more effective than LinkedIn, or you might want to compare radio ads to online digital ads. It all depends on who your audience is, and then you can kind of tailor it towards that. So channel integration is the next thing that you want to look at. So you want to ensure your chosen channels obviously work in harmony. So integrated channels create a seamless and consistent customer experience. For instance, if you have an online store and a physical retail location, they should both provide the same consistent brand experience. So you don't want your customer to come into your store and see something completely different than what they saw online. You want to ensure that there's that consistency. And then testing and optimization. So continuously test and refine your channel strategies. Analyze your data to understand which channels are most effective, and then allocate your resources accordingly. If you discover that a particular channel isn't performing as expected, that way you can just make adjustments based off of that. Cost and resource considerations. Evaluate the costs and resource requirements for each channel. Some channels may be more cost effective than others, so it's crucial to balance effectiveness with resource allocation. So the cost between what it would be to do a Facebook ad versus a LinkedIn ad, or looking at the reach of a significant news channel compared to a different one. And then customer feedback is an important one as well. It's a valuable source of information. So you want to solicit customer input to understand their preferences and whether or not the channels are actually meeting their needs. And you can do this in a variety of ways. And surveys are probably one of the best ways that you'll be able to do this. And then consider scalability. So can your current channels accommodate future growth and increase in customer demand? So you just constantly want to kind of take a look at what you're doing, keep testing, and keep optimizing for each customer segment. So examples of channels. So we have a sales team, which is a direct sales force that can engage with customers, especially in the business-to-business worlds. An online store, so an e-commerce website, can reach customers globally, which offer convenience and access to a way wider audience. Social media, so platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, they're all effective for customer engagement and marketing. Retail stores, so physical storefronts provide a much more tangible in-person experience for customers. There's email marketing as well, which can be used to nurture leads, provide updates, and offer promotion. And distribution partners. So you can collaborate with distributors to expand market reach as well. And then obviously customer support hotline or 24/7 hotline that offers post-sales service and assistance. So in summary, the channels component of the business model canvas is about defining how your business interacts with customers, delivers value, and distributes its products or services. So by selecting the right channels, integrating them effectively, and continuously optimizing your approach, you can enhance customer engagement and drive business growth. So we're going to be looking at Barbie the movie. So this ingenious marketing campaign has really struck a chord with fans over the past summer, making it the perfect case study for marketers looking to breathe new life into their own brand. So we're going to explore the key elements of Barbie's marketing strategy and the valuable lessons that that marketers can learn from this approach. So Barbie's movie promotion, it stands out as a shining example of effective branding and strategic marketing. And it's captured the attention of audiences worldwide through its clever use of brand colors, extensive product partnerships, AI integration, nostalgia marketing, and interactivity. So the first thing that you kind of notice about Barbie, obviously, is its recognizable brand color. So Barbie's marketing campaign leveraged one of the most recognizable brand colors worldwide, bright pink. This strategic choice not only reinforced the brand's identity, but also made it a visually striking and memorable experience. So marketers can take a lesson from this and ensure that their brand colors evoke emotions and that they create associations and leave a long-lasting impression on their target audience. Channels. So Barbie used numerous partnerships and collaborations. They really capitalized on the power of collaborating with other brands, especially in the form of branded products. So you see here, I have an example of Barbie and Aldo partnering up to put out some Barbie shoes. And then Barbie and Ruggable as well. They came out with numerous rugs that were Barbie themed. So the strategy resonates with fans who grew up with Barbie. And it also attracts new audiences looking for unique and trendy products. Marketers can apply this tactic by seeking creative ways to tie products or services to their brand story and potentially reach new customer segments. Immersive and interactive experience. A tactic that uses engaging, interactive visuals or experiences to get your audience to engage with your content. So they utilized immersive experiences such as this photo op at the mall. I think this was inside an Indigo to invoke a sense of excitement. So the shop also featured at the time Barbie's most iconic dolls and accessories as well that people could see and purchase. So this is called nostalgia marketing. Barbie's movie marketing beautifully tapped into nostalgia, triggering memories of childhood playtimes with the iconic doll. By acknowledging its past while presenting a fresh storyline, the campaign appealed not only to new audiences, but also to those who grew up with Barbie. They also used influencers and celebrity endorsement. They teamed up with Airbnb to deliver an immersive experience and leveraged influencers and celebrities like John Legend and Chrissy Teigen, who both have a massive internet following, to stay at their Airbnb, which mimicked the Barbie dream house, just to help promote the movie. And then this one is a more creative example of a different type of channel. It's something that's called method dressing, and it's primarily used in the movie industry. But it's a chance to extend a project's cinematic universe onto the red carpet before the movie even premieres. So Margot Robbie, she attended the Barbie London movie premiere in a custom Vivienne Westwood look, inspired by the 1960 doll. I think it was called Enchanted Evening Barbie. They also teamed up with other numerous big name designers for their press tour to mimic iconic outfits worn by the original dolls. So each step on the press tour, they acknowledge that each step on the press tour is a potentially viral moment for the internet. So if a celebrity wears something in character, the headline kind of writes itself. So this one in particular kind of led to its own fashion trend known as Barbiecore. So while this isn't the entirety of channels used by Barbie marketing, these are just some good examples of non-traditional channels of marketing. And this was to really show some of the out-of-the-box methods to underscore that it's not always black and white when you're trying to market something. You'll have to get creative at times and envision things that others haven't tried yet. And it's about the touch points that your customers have with your brand, in the journey that they took, in the memories that they associate with it that lead to actually influencing a conversion or a sale. So in one sentence, how would you describe your service or brand? So hopefully you're able to kind of answer this question now, and identify your value proposition. So what value do you offer to your customers? So when you're thinking about this, you want to think about what are the types of relationships that your customer will associate with your brand or offering. How can your offerings be personalized to accommodate each customer segment, or in other words, your target audience? And what channels will you deploy to reach and engage your customer? So next week we have our financial fundamentals workshop part 1, just as a reminder. And I wanted to open the floor to see if anybody had any questions. Feel free to unmute yourselves or ask in the chat.
Sure. Hi, this is Purva. Hi, Tarun. It was a very, very useful and very detailed presentation with going in specifics and asking all the right questions. So for me, as I'm working on my business plan, I know working on the customer part and the value proposition is the base of how it will grow. So, I know, and you touched upon within each of these channels. So my question here would be, where do I start? I mean, it's so easy to get lost, and I know the first draft or first few questions may be the start of it, and there'll be iterations and feedback. But like, do I start from thinking or interviewing my customers and then asking them questions and then it out? Or should I start from my value proposition, like what can I deliver? But that will be like a broader. So just trying to and a good kind of approach.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's a great question. I definitely think identifying your value proposition first would be the first step. That way you kind of have everything laid out in front of you. This is what I'm offering. This is how I provide this experience. And this is how I differentiate myself from other competitors. And then always look for feedback. So you're 100% correct. You would engage your customer base to be like, okay, what is working and what's not working? What's going to make you want to keep buying my product or using my service in the future? What can I help with the experience and make the experience easier for you on your end? And what would you like to see in the future? And it's about kind of collaborating in that way as well and making them involved. And a great way of doing that is just to send out a simple survey to your customers and encourage them to fill that out.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. Definitely. And so starting from value proposition, do you mind pulling out that slide? I would like to look at those questions again. You had...
Was it, I think it's one of the first slides we had here. This one?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'll just take a screenshot of it and just make sure.
Sure. We'll also be sending out this presentation. We're going to be sending out a recording afterwards as well. So you will have a hard copy version of this, so you don't have to take any notes or any photos.
Sure. Yeah, but definitely it was very helpful to see. So again, starting from value proposition and then going to your customers. I mean, walking the same path as we talked and then figuring out the channels and communications, right?
Exactly. How do you reach your customers is definitely crucial as well. But I think identifying what problem you're solving is crucial, is the first step. And then what needs are you satisfying? And then how are you going to be distributing that message to your customers?
Right. No, super helpful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. I hope that helps.
That was very helpful. Yeah.
Are there any other questions? Nope, I'm just going to put up our information here for you again.
One question again. Sorry if you're into saying something, but I know there are different ways we look at service providers as well as products or product services. So are there any channels which have been separated out based on they work better for products versus services?
Yeah, no, of course. I definitely think that would help as well. Just kind of segmenting a little bit further uh, between your different offerings, right? So you offer products and services. You want to know, how effective your marketing efforts are towards your products and then your services as well. So I do think separating those do have a lot of value.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but again, my question was that there might be a company that only provides services, like just giving services. So
Okay.
are there any communication channels which are better? I know it could be more like giving so I'm thinking of, should I go the podcast route or a newsletter route, or just sending
Yeah.
emails, or of course a mix of 2 3 different marketing strategies for connecting. But how do I evaluate which is a good strategy or good mix? Is there any literature I can find on what services have worked for what? I mean, should I invest in working on a podcast if that is not going to connect to my customer market? It's a lot of effort going, and so that those kind of
Mhm.
questions to understand those segments,
Yeah.
channels.
Yeah, definitely. I can send you some literature on it as well, but I think maybe one of the first steps to take when you're kind of looking at comparing these different streams of what you want to use, look at your competitors and see what's working for them. If they're doing podcasts, how successful are those podcasts? And then obviously looking at the metrics too. If you did put out, just one episode to see and test how well it's going to perform, take a look at your metrics afterwards and see how many people signed up for your service afterwards from hearing from it. Or if it's your email marketing campaign, you want to look at the percentage of open rates, that how many people are opening your emails, and then how many people are clicking on them as well. And then through that, it obviously takes a little bit of testing, but through that, you'll be able to kind of discover what is the most effective channel to be using to promote your services. But definitely taking a look at what other people are doing in your field will kind of help you sort of strategize what to go forward with as well.
Got it. Yeah, definitely. A good research and analysis. And I do have one more question. If nobody has, I'll give a few
Yeah,
seconds.
for
If
sure.
not, yeah. So how do you understand or identify your competitors? I know competitors on the scale, type of service or type of product, geographical area. There could be so many different types of competitors. So I
Mhm.
would like to understand, how can I identify who my actual competitors are and who are not my competitors. Maybe they're just role models for me, or I can use some information doing their research, but they are not competitors because we are not in the same space. So are there any
Mhm.
metrics to check it off, so understand, like a decision matrix? How can I do to understand who my competitors are?
Yeah. I think to answer your question, you would kind of have to look at your audience and your own goals as to what you envision for your own business. Is it going to be catering to, a mass market, which is which is, a broader base, or is it going to be catering to a more niche customer segment? So I think what would help is to look at both to kind of see, which competitors do you also kind of want to mimic in a way of performance, if that makes sense. So are they catering to the same audience that you are? What are their goals? How successful are they? And what are the steps that they're taking to do that? And then kind of do the same thing, but personalize it in your own way to match your own brand, and test out which channels work the best for you. You don't have to necessarily copy your competitor or anything, but they can definitely give you ideas. It's always good to kind of benchmark your business against other businesses to see, what are they doing differently that's making them more successful, or what are they doing poorly that you can do better and that you can improve and refine on.
No,
Does that help?
That helps totally. I see that. Yeah, a couple of nice, good ideas, Taryn. And once I start working on my value proposition, is there someone from your team I can run it through, or do I have to sign up for your program? I'm planning to sign it up too, but I don't know like what the format is. Can I run it through someone by email?
Yeah, of course. You can feel free to reach out to Ross McDonald. He was speaking on here earlier at Link North. Or you can also reach out to Mike Scott at the Business Enterprise Center, and either one will help you go through your business model and help you build it, and kind of identify what strategies you should be employing as well.
Sounds great.
All that contact information is in the chat box.
Yeah, I copied yours. Thanks so much, Ross. I'll reach out to you both.
There you go. Perfect. Amazing. Did we have any other questions? Nope. Guess we're good. So thank you everybody for participating in our value proposition workshop today. And a huge thank you to Mike with the Business Enterprise Center for co-hosting this for Business Week. So a link to this recording will be available after this call. So please be sure to attend our Financial Fundamentals workshop. It's next Thursday, October 26th at 10 a.m. It's going to be delivered by Al Paquette. He's a business advisor over at Link North. So the same Zoom link is going to be used for all of our webinars, and you will be receiving a reminder email with this information as well. And as Mike mentioned in the beginning of this presentation, the Business Enterprise Center assists entrepreneurs and small businesses throughout the region with consultation services, business development resources, support with funding, and financing applications, which is all free. So if you're interested, please feel free to reach out to Mike. I think his contact information is in the chat, or Ross McDonald from Link North can also help with this as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care.